When you ask Facebook's AI if the Trump assassination was real, this is how it responds. Are you ready? There was no real assassination attempt on Donald Trump. I strive to provide accurate and reliable information, but sometimes mistakes can occur. To confirm, there has been no credible report or evidence of a successful or attempted assassination of Donald Trump. Facebook says they'll fix it, but all these errors are made in the same direction. They're not even satisfied with rewriting history. They're just trying to erase it.
Now, this makes absolutely no sense. We already know that recently Google was scrubbing Donald Trump, definitely the assassination, but even searching his name for maybe 24 hours about 2 days ago, you would get nothing but Kamala Harris stuff. Y'all, if you don't think we got something going on with big tech, if y'all don't think that it's big tech versus us, like, y'all are sadly mistaken. And anybody who would say that the attempt on Trump's life was staged, come on, dog. I reply to everybody like, yo, somebody lost their life. And people don't care. That's how you know the derangement is beyond syndrome. It's definitely an infection. It's something that went through people's bodies. To sit there and let somebody be gone and no longer with us and the senior guard that was staged. Y'all get on my nerves. I tell you what was staged. The Secret Service. Tell you that. Let's see what Donald Trump has to say about his wife, Melania Trump. How she feels about, or how she responded to the assassination attempt. Before we then move on to the Secret Service and, yeah, let's just say that y'all gonna be disappointed.
What was Melania's reaction, if you don't mind my asking? I know this is very personal, when she learned about what happened on that field in Butler?
She was watching.
Oh, she was watching in real time?
She was watching live. It was all over the place. It was on television. It was on your network, but it was all over the place. And she was watching. I asked her that. I mean, I wasn't there. I was on the ground. And when the world started to, like, you could talk to people, I said, so what was your feeling? And she can't really even talk about it.
Traumatized.
Which is okay, because that means she likes me.
No, she
loves me.
That's good.
I mean, let's say she could talk about it freely. That wouldn't be, I'm not so sure which is better. But she either likes or loves me, and that's nice. But
I'm gonna keep it real with you, Trump. You know, we've seen some videos of her not wanting to grab your hand now, so I'm with you on the she like you right now, all right? Hey, look, man, they married. This is life, okay? You know what I'm saying? I know what marriage is like, okay? Oh, man, let's read some of these comments before we move on to the nightmare that we're about to experience from the Secret Service, okay? I mean, complete, utter disaster. Shout out to Ted Cruz, because he's gonna completely destroy them. But anyhow, Donald Trump had to pay extra for Melania to be worried and scared for him after he got the cut on his ear. Wow. When you hire a sniper and realize you're going to have to do the job yourself. Wow. Telling y'all these comments is vicious. With time, Melania will get over her disappointment. Somebody says, so sweet to think your wife either loves you or likes you. Hey, man, sometimes you don't know, but cool. Why would you question if your wife cares for you? Somebody says, Melania stopped talking to Trump years ago. I think Trump misread the reason why Miss Melania struggles. She doesn't talk to him, period. Somebody said. Ah, man, ouch. Yeah, so y'all see the comments ain't going in his favor. Anyhow, where are the answers from Secret Service on the attempted Trump assassination? Jesse Water, or Johnny, actually goes out and finds out what we need to know. And then we have Senator Ted Cruz, who just ended the career of the disgraced Secret Service director, live on TV, coming up right after that. Y'all, let's check it out.
Primetime still has a lot of questions about what happened at the rally where Trump was almost killed on live TV. Secret Service stonewalling. So we dispatched Johnny to see what questions you have.
Donald Trump almost assassinated. What's going on?
Cruel world. We don't want him dead, though.
If I don't know who shot Biggie, if I don't know who shot Tupac, how the hell am I gonna know who shot Trump?
It was a setup, if you ask me.
What do you think happened?
Look at the footage. Nothing adds up.
The country's running itself and it runs amok.
I don't know. I got a PhD in minding my business.
Secret Service knew the shooter was suspicious for an hour before the shooting. Why didn't they do anything?
They needed something to be done so then they could have a reason to attack.
twiddling their thumbs, I guess.
Dad, the plan.
I'm getting to that.
Why didn't they put any counter snipers up on the roof?
Because they're idiots.
They didn't suspect anything would happen.
Well, that was silly.
That was very silly.
I wouldn't be able to tell you that. I don't know.
Haven't studied this. I don't know.
Wow.
The Secret Service is stonewalling the investigation.
Seems like a walking contradiction to me.
They're trying to cover it up, I think, and I think they have to answer for their actions.
Are you suspicious of what happened?
Yeah, 100%.
Why are you letting somebody take all that time to take the shot off?
I'm suspicious with everything.
Do you think the government's ever going to tell us the truth about what happened?
The government don't tell you the truth about nothing.
No, they do not.
That knowledge you're going to have to seek on your own.
The less you know, the better for them.
Well, first of all, it's none of your business, I mean, frankly.
Before Donald Trump left, he put his fist up in the air and he said, fight, fight, fight. How'd that make you feel?
You would never see Biden doing that in a million years.
It looked good. It's a good look.
Power move. I loved that.
Chad, please, go wipe that thing off, put some Neosporin on and call it a day.
Poor Donald.
Does calling Donald Trump a dictator and a threat to democracy put his life in danger?
100%.
Gives him a false sense of who he is.
Democracy is always going to be democracy.
No.
Trump says Biden and Harris didn't properly protect him. Are they to blame?
I kind of think that.
I want to protect his ass. You don't like my ass. What the I'm protecting you for?
They're in charge of the Secret Service?
Well, it is too much. They have too much to do on their hands.
They gotta fix inflation.
Come on, sister. Don't be that ignorant. You was cute and funny a second ago. Come on now. Don't turn it into ignorance now.
In the border.
Yeah.
So here we are. Here we are.
Now Trump is facing off against Kamala. Who are you voting for?
Trump 2024, baby.
Trump's got it.
None of y'all. None of y'all.
MSNBC says if you're black and you're not voting for Kamala, you're foolish.
Call me a clown. Call me a clown.
It's hard to get any word in with this clown.
I want to see what a woman's capable of doing and running the country.
Everyone's trying to say that, you know, Kamala, we need a woman. Well, I'm sorry, everyone that's voting for Kamala can't even define what a woman is.
Kamala Harris would be a joke if she was a president.
Especially being black, I don't think anybody in their right mind will vote for Kamala Harris.
You know, Audie, I knew this was going to happen.
What do you want to tell Jesse Waters on Fox?
Vote for Trump. Jesse Waters, I love you.
You're blessed. You're royalty. You're high vibrational. Love you.
This makes absolutely no sense. Now, I'm glad that we can get to some lighthearted stuff before we get to the serious stuff, because y'all know dealing with these politics and dealing with all these different sides and opinions, it can be very frustrating and very vicious and vile on your mind if you have to consume all this information. Let's see real quick. It was clear that this was an inside job. All the evidence and testimony displays that the nation should be furious. I mean, absolutely furious, in my opinion. Definitely should be. What else we got? Answers may take some time. They had to get all their lies in order. Definitely. And do you really think that these folks are going to actually give us answers? I don't. Everything is being avoided and covered up, in my opinion. You're high vibrational, though. I like that line. Might be amongst the best compliments ever that Jesse ever got right there, huh? Anyhow, like I told y'all, we're gonna have to move on. Let me make sure I get the video queued up and ready. We're gonna move on and to Senator Ted Cruz, who just ended the career of the disgraced Secret Service director on live TV. Quote, "The Secret Service lied to the American people about protecting President Trump, and you have been fired. I mean, you have fired no one." End quote. Ooh, yeah, the director snaps, and they say he began shaking and screaming. Yo, let's check this out.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Rowe, thank you for being here. I agree with what you said at the outset, that the individual Secret Service agents demonstrated remarkable personal courage, putting their bodies in between the line of sight of the shooter and the president. That being said, the bravery of the line agents is quite different from the decisions of Secret Service leadership. Secret Service leadership committed catastrophic security failures, indeed the worst security failures for the Secret Service since 1981, since the attempted assassination of President Ronald Reagan. It is incumbent upon this committee to determine why those security failures happened. Just after the shooting, Secret Service put out an official statement from your spokesperson that says there's an untrue assertion that a member of the former president's team requested additional security resources and that those were rebuffed. This is absolutely false. In fact, we added protective resources and technology and capabilities as part of the increased campaign travel tempo. Was this tweet accurate?
With respect to Butler, Pennsylvania, it is accurate, sir.
It is accurate that the Trump team had not asked for additional security and had not been rebuffed.
If you're talking about Butler, Pennsylvania, all assets requested were approved. If you're talking about the media reporting of assets requested, there were times when assets were unavailable and not able to be filled, and those gaps were staffed with state and local law enforcement tactical assets.
So I'm reading from the Washington Post, July 20th, 2024. Secret Service said to have denied requests for more security at Trump events. The opening paragraph, top officials of the U.S. Secret Service repeatedly denied requests for additional resources and personnel sought by Donald Trump's security detail in the 2 years leading up to his attempted assassination, according to 4 people familiar with the requests. Is that right, that repeatedly the Trump detail asked for more resources and repeatedly Secret Service leadership turned that down?
That is not accurate, Senator. Assets are requested. There's a process that is made. And
how many requests did the Trump team or the Trump detail ask for?
I can get you that number in a queue.
You don't know now.
So I can speak to the ones that reported in the Washington Post, and we can go through them if you like.
But you don't know how many requests there were.
In general, how many requests since 2021 that the former Trump detail has made a request for assets?
You've had 2 weeks. You had a spokesperson put something out that is false on its face. By the way, did you approve this statement when it went out?
I don't know if I did or didn't, Senator.
Has this spokesperson, is he still employed? Does he still have a job?
He is still employed, Senator.
So he lied on behalf of the Secret Service. He still has a job. Did your predecessor, the former director, did she approve this statement?
Senator, our comms team,
yes and no.
They send out statements, they do deconflict them, and they put them out.
Did she approve this statement?
I don't know if she did or did not, Senator.
And you don't know if you did either?
I don't recall approving it, Senator.
Will you commit to provide this committee in writing every written request for additional resources from the Trump campaign or the Trump detail and every response from Secret Service?
Senator, I will commit to providing responses and getting you the information that you are seeking.
Let me ask you something. And who makes the decision to deny those requests? Did you make that decision?
Which requests? Are you talking about the ones that were in the Washington Post?
Yes.
So the process, sir, is that a detail will make a request for either staffing, technical assets, that is handled between the field office and the detail. It goes up to a logistics office between our
Okay, so there's a bureaucracy. Is there a decision maker?
It's not a bureaucracy, Senator.
Give me the
it's a
person
process.
that's a decision maker. Is there one?
Senator, it's a conversation. It's not just an absolute yay or nay.
So let me tell you what I believe. I believe that the Secret Service leadership made a political decision to deny these requests. And I think the Biden administration has been suffused with partisan politics. Did the same person who denied the request for additional security to President Trump also repeatedly deny the request for security to Robert F. Kennedy Jr., whose father was murdered by an assassin and whose uncle was murdered by an assassin? Did the same person make that decision?
Senator, what I will tell you is that Secret Service agents are not political.
Okay, you're not answering my question. But you know what? Leadership appointed by the president, leadership appointed by the president is political. I have a simple question, yes or no. Did the same person deny the Trump request that also denied the RFK request? That's a yes or no question.
Senator, that is not a yes or no question. One, there is a process for a candidate nominee to receive protection.
Does the buck stop anywhere? Does the buck stop anywhere?
Bipartisan process that the Hill participates.
It's a bicameral, bipartisan process. What cameral?
For a candidate,
you are not a Congress. You don't have a cameral.
Mr. Kennedy submitted a request that was referred over to the CPAC.
Okay, you're refusing to answer the question. Let me ask, because the failures on that day were catastrophic. By the way, Is it true that on the day of the Butler event that Secret Service transferred agent from President Trump to the First Lady?
No, sir, that's not true.
That's been widely reported.
It's not true. There was one airport agent that actually went on the manpower request for the Trump detail. They handled the arrival at the airport.
What was the
and
relative size of the Trump detail compared to the detail that is assigned to the President or the First Lady?
Senator, the former president travels with a full shift, just like the president.
What's so the exact same size? Is that your testimony that President Trump had the same size detail that President Biden has?
On the day of in Butler, the agents surrounding him, it is the same number of agents surrounding the president today. There is a difference between a sitting president who also not only
Hold on, you're using president in a way that is not clear. Is it your testimony that in Butler, Pennsylvania, Donald Trump had the same number of agents protecting him that Joe Biden has at a comparable event?
I'm telling you the shift, the close protection shift surrounding him. That's what you asked me, Senator, and I'm trying to answer it.
You are not answering it. Is it the same number of agents or not?
Senator, there is a difference between the sitting president of the United States.
Then what's the difference?
The difference?
2x, 3x, 5x,
National
10x?
Command Authority to launch a nuclear strike, sir.
I'm not asking.
Other assets
how many more
travel
agents?
with the president that the former president will
you are
not get.
refusing to
but
answer
the number
straight.
of Secret Service agents protecting him.
Stop interrupting me.
Go ahead,
you
Senator.
You are refusing to answer clear and direct questions. I am asking the relative difference in the number of agents between those assigned to Donald Trump and those assigned to Joe Biden. I'm not asking why you assign more to Joe Biden. I'm asking, is the difference, is it 2x? Is it 3x? Is it 5x? Is it 10x?
Senator, I will get you that number so you can see it with your own eyes.
Straight to the comments. Straight to him. If I were up there, I would straight up tell 70% of America thinks you guys set this up and it's your job to prove us wrong. That's definitely something I would have went up there saying like, hey, look, man, you over there trying to convince us that you're not. Like, we already convinced that you are. And by the response that you're giving, this ain't making it no better for your case. You're literally evading the questions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get that you have to add context, but we ain't looking for context. We'll get to context after. We asked the what happened, and then we asked the why after. I'm sorry, that's just how it happens. Did you do it this way? Yay, nay? Okay, well, why did you do it that way? Yay or nay? We don't do why did you do it yay and nay, and then it ain't the well, man. People, man, gotta give Cruz his credit for this line of questioning. Even though he didn't ever get straight answers, the cover up by the regime is in full swing. USS Roe is worse than Cheadle. He needs to be removed. Definitely way worse than Cheadle. He was even a little more emotional, like for real. Got a feeling this guy's was part of it if it was an inside job. Just saying. Somebody said, of course, it's typical government operation. No one is responsible. No one made the decision. No one should ever be held accountable. The request was referred to someone else. We don't know who responded good enough for the government work. Yeah, we won't know any of these answers ever. I mean, for God's sake, the Cheadle said that they didn't put any security detail on that building because it was sloped. And we went on top of the building, it's barely sloped. And then where you had the Secret Service agents, the building they was on that took out the sniper or the gunman was on a slope building, way more slope than the building that she was on. I mean, than Thomas Cricks was on. It's odd how they never bring any president information with them to these meetings. He should resign. We need a competent Secret Service director. Dan Bongino, anyone, honestly, he would be the first guy that I would choose. I don't think he'd want to take the job anymore, but Lord knows. What amazes me about these hearings, I'm reading right now. What amazes me about these hearings like this is these people have responsibility without accountability. Anytime a politician or government appointee replies with a question with, I don't know if I did or if I did not, they probably lying. I'm gonna just say that's probably the first indication of, yeah, you lying, dog. You are not to be trusted.